Hello everyone, welcome to the new video. In this video, we're going to show you some amazing tips and hacks which you can do with MS Excel. So let's get started. First of all, let's get into what is a quick analysis. The quick analysis tool in Excel helps to quickly analyze your data, quickly calculate totals, quickly insert tables, quickly apply conditional formatting and much more. So I have some figures of some salesmen for the month of January to March. Now what we can see right here is that there is a tool which is called as quick analysis. If we click over here, we can see all the options of the quick analysis tool. We can see data bars right here. We can see color scale, icon set, greater than, top 10, and we can also have some charts, totals, tables, spark lines, and much more. How can you remove duplicate values from a data in MS Excel spreadsheet? Now right there you can see that I have some figures which have some duplicate values. Like you can see that the WhatsApp is showing over here and it is also showing over here. And you can see that Facebook is showing over here and it is also showing over here. So the first thing which you're gonna do is first drag over the data and go to conditional formatting. And as you can see, click on highlight cell rule and go to duplicate values. Now as you can see that all the duplicate values are highlighted in the red color. Now what you're going to do is go to the data column and click on remove duplicates. Now right there you can see that both columns are selected, and if you click on OK, then all of the duplicate data of both columns are deleted. How can you change the format of the cells in MS Excel? So what you're going to do is simply by checking here, like I have a column of date and I have a column of name and I have a column of sales. With the column of the date, I need to change its format. So what you're gonna do is simply drag over the column and right click over it, and then you can see the option of format cells. Now here you can see that there are options of category, alignment, font, border, fill, and it also has option of protection. Now what you're going to do, that there is a data of dates. So I'm going to click on date and click on the format of the date which I want in my data. So like I want this format, if I'm going to click on here, the all date of the format are changed. And then let's go to the sales. You're going to drag over the data and right click over it and click on format cells. As you can see that if I go to currency and it also shows symbol and I'm going to click OK, then you can see that all of the numbers are with the currency value. Alright, in this part I'm going to show you how can you use flash fill feature in MS Excel. So what you can see right here, I have some names of the first name and the last name. So what I'm gonna do is simply typing the first name and the last name together. Now as you can see that all of the data is now having an option of the full name and the last name. Now you can see that after clicking enter, all of the first name and last name are combined and it's written on the full name. Alright, let's get into xlookup function. The xlookup function searches a range or an array and then returns the item corresponding to the first match it finds. Remember that xlookup function is same as vlookup and hlookup. It uses both on horizontal data and vertical data. Now as you can see right here, I have some data of fruit, unit, quantity and its order ID. Now I'm going to use xlookup function on it to track its values. Now how to use this, first use the function of xlookup, and in the lookup value, as you can see right here, I have apple, banana, orange and mango. I want to use the value of orange. And after that, I'm going to use in the lookup array, use the column in which the name is located. And after that, if I need to get the unit or the quantity, I'm going to use this following column in the return array. I'm going to use order ID to get the order ID of the following product. And let's press enter, and as you can see that I have the value order ID. Now you can also try this on horizontal data too. Alright, this is the most simple function in MS Excel spreadsheet. Now as you can see right here, I have some data of fruits and its sales in following months of January to March. Now I need the total of the all columns and rows to get the figure of the total sale made in the month of January to March. Now the most simple way of doing this is by using the sum formula. So as you can see right here, I have a column of total units sold. I'll simply type the sum formula over here and select the range from the column B2 to D2 and then click on enter. And then as you can see right here, the total value of January to March sales has been added. And now you can copy the formula and add it in all of the rows. Alright, let's get into how to use the SUMIF function in MS Excel. Now as you can see right here, I have some data of the sales made of the following fruits. Now I have the 4 fruits and they are written on different rows. Now what I'm going to do is type the SUMIF function and select the range of all of the name of the fruits. And in the criteria, I'm going to use the name of the fruit which I want to get its sum. Now in the criteria, I'm going to use the name of the fruit of which I need the total figure of the units sold. And in the sum range, I'm going to use all of the range of the units sold to get the actual figure. Now as you can see right here, I have the figure of apples sold of 178. Now as you can check also here that all of the apple sale made are 178. Okay, now let's move on to the Countif function. The Countif function will count the number of the fruits in this data. So let's type the count function, Countif, and then select the range of all of the data. And then go to criteria of apple. Now as you can see that the data has 4 apples. Now if I want to see with banana, orange and mango, first what I'm going to do is log the formula and copy and paste it. How to use if function. Now as you can see right here, I have a data which is saying that apple has a quantity of 7, orange have a quantity of 30, bananas have a quantity of 21 and grapes having quantity of 3. Now what if function is going to do, if I'm going to select a function that if the quantity is greater than 10, it will say false, and if the quantity is less than 10, it will say true. Alright, as you can see right here that I've write the if formula. And then in the logical test, I'm going to use the quantity of 7 and it is less than 10, and I'm going to write true, and if it is not, I'm going to write false. Now as you can see right here that 7 is less than 10, so it's saying true, and in the 30 it's saying false, 21 it says false, and grape it says 3 and which is saying true. Now if I'm going to change to 20, it's going to change to false. Now this is how this works. Alright, now let's move on to the last tip, which is how to activate filters on the data in a spreadsheet. Now what you're going to do is simply drag over the data and go to data column and click on filter. And then as you can see that the both of the columns are now activated with the filter. Now you can select any of the fruit you want and its value would be shown to you. Now the simple way of doing this is by using a shortcut. Now what you're gonna do first is simply drag over the data and click Alt plus A T. And then as you can see the filter is activated. So these were the 10 tips of the MS Excel spreadsheet. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, please subscribe to our channel and like this video.